here we are practicing again. We haven't shared in a bit, but we've been out working on enduros and chasing checkpoints. Our usual spots are getting kind of hot in Johnson Valley. So here we are, we're going out and practicing some more checkpoints, running enduros.
All right, I got some checkpoints loaded up and ready to go.
Let's go get them.
We've arrived at our first checkpoint, and when we're practicing, obviously there's no course set for us, so we design our own checkpoints to chase. And the way that we know where we want to be is we double check our location with some sort of device. When we have signal, we can use Onyx. When we don't have signal, we can use a Garmin, and both of those will just tell you your location, your current location, and then you compare that to where you want it to be, and that's how you know if you made it. And in this particular case, we are dead on with about 3 meters to spare. So now from checkpoint 1, we want to go to checkpoint 2, and we need to figure out which direction of travel to take. So we're going to use a plotter on the map, and then Kristen is going to compare that number to the real world with her compass, and we will figure out which direction we should be headed to find number 2. So this is the thing I was just using, the plotter. So I lay that on the map. I use the straight edge to say from where I'm going, from where I am to where I'm going. And then this blue arrow should be from pointing to where I'm going. And then I use this grid to find north on my map, line it up with the north grid lines. And then this 0 here will tell me where Kristen needs to find with her compass. So we need the road that's going to be at 343 degrees.
All right, 343.
Yeah. Coming from checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3, I was expecting a road to be in one place, and there was no road there, so we had to continue up to another road. Well, that road is not on my map, so I drew the road on my map to represent it, and then took a measurement from there to checkpoint 3, which we've not yet reached our distance, but we reached a geographical location that looks like it should be our checkpoint, so we're taking some headings here. We're going to mark this spot in our brain. We're going to drive the other 0.15 to where we think we should be going and take a look around at the geography there. And then we'll make a decision as to whether or not it was bad measuring because we didn't know exactly where we were coming from, or if we just needed to go a little farther.
So we drove our distance a little bit further to look for another intersection. There was no other intersection. We hopped on top of the Bronco to make sure the bushes weren't obscuring another possible path, but there wasn't. So we came back here and we marked our location, and we're right on the money for the checkpoint 3.
I have taken our distance from checkpoint 3 to checkpoint 4, and we use an external odometer known as a TerraTrip. to track our distance. And this weekend we're testing a new terror trip, which is why this looks like a science project. But so anyways, when you're getting ready to head out and you want to track your distance, you have to clear them. Go ahead and clear yours. And then we'll drive the distance that I've measured with my ruler on the map, and we'll use that to tell us where we're at, you know, how far we've gone. We're here at checkpoint 4, and I'm looking at the map to try to figure out how to get us to checkpoint 5.
All right, well, according to 2 headings we have taken, we are at checkpoint 5, on to 6.
So we've arrived at checkpoint 6. So for this morning's practice, that's all I had planned as far as chasing checkpoints. So now we're going to switch over and do some enduro practice. Oh, and helmet training.
Yay!
Oh, yes. Sorry. Oh, that's not what we're looking for.
Okay. We're at our start location of our enduro. An enduro is an on-time course around corners and obstacles, potentially maintaining a speed.
So we're setting up to start the enduro. You need some basic tools for the enduro. One is your road book. 2, your odometer. Let me get that one turned on. And turn it on. You want to make sure it's zeroed at the start line. We'll probably zero them out again when we get lined up with it. Usually during the Rebelle, like, there's a start line and you roll up to it, and that's when all of this happens. And then you also have a stopwatch. So the goal of it, there we go. Kristen has done our enduro math, so this is going to tell us how far we're going. This tells us what's happening when we get there. What's happening is that this is represented at this hash mark. And then this over here tells us exactly what time we should be arriving there. So in this case, we're from the start line. Our speed is going to be 35 kilometers an hour. We're going to go 0.22 kilometers. At that particular point, we should be bearing slightly right, and we should arrive there in 22 seconds. So my job as the navigator is to let my driver know what her speed is, how far we're going, what will be happening when we get there, and then I give her a countdown. Depending on how close we are, usually I do 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 3, 1, 0. And then that's when we should be there. And then so based on my countdown and our location, we can make any speed adjustments that need to be made at that time. All right, we're starting down this road. We're going 0.22. The road will bear slightly right leaning. Your speed will be 35 kilometers an hour, and we need to be there at 22 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. All right, we're going to 0.44, and we're taking a left. We need to be there in 45 seconds. out here. We're in the triple digits, well into the triple digits, and we've been out here a couple of days. We only shared 1 day of training with you. So we're feeling pretty good. We had a list. We accomplished our list early. So we are going to pack it in and head towards some air conditioning.
Sounds lovely. And we will be back in this area in about a month to do some more practice. We can't wait to show you guys. I can't with you.